18 months. That's a long time for any entertainer to take a break from their craft. It was especially long for country music legend Garth Brooks, who puts his all into his shows. Brooks is back with a stadium tour that will take him to Gillette in October.
You know, when people go, the big question is, why are we down here on this earth? It's the easiest question on the, we're down here for each other. We're not happy unless we're together, right? And so that's the cool thing. Getting to be together, getting to sing the same lyric. The person right next to you might be fully masked up. And it's funny, they've got their arm around you. You're maybe not wearing a mask, but you're singing the same thing. It's that unifier, that unity thing. That's what brings the joy to everybody. And I'm right along right there with them.
Gonna get the party started. Somebody's got to swing it on.
While he's happy to be back, he's been busy over the last year. One of his favorite pastimes was connecting with his fans live on Facebook, something he called Inside Studio G.
She's sun and rain. She's fire and ice.
Why is that connection so important for you?
It's just a way to have a conversation with the people that allow you to do what you do, you know? So I love that. My favorite thing about being a fan of George Strait or being a fan of somebody else is any opportunity that I get to say thank you to them, right? And so in these conversations, you get to talk about what the music means to people. And what's crazy is what it means to them is exactly what it means to you. That's a beautiful marriage right there. And getting to talk about that, I can do that all day.
So I realized you co-wrote most of the songs on Fresh Horses. And I'm just wondering, does that make it a more personal album for you?
As far as making it more personal, I don't know, because the most personal song on that album for me is The Change. And I had nothing to do with that.
You've got a lot of fans up here in Maine, and you actually have a Maine connection, I was reading. Your daughter, Taylor Maine, was her name inspired by our state?
Yeah, it was. It was inspired by a trip that happened up there for us. So just beautiful place, beautiful people, and they've always treated me. You know, when they say, "Hey, what's a country music capital?" Nobody ever says Maine. I can tell you, Maine knows their country music. So you have to get the invite. Please come down to Gillette Stadium. Please come have fun with us. And the Maine contingency will be there because they always are. And hopefully they'll be strong and they'll be singing because that's what I'll be looking for.
I'm going to get to Gillette in a moment, and I'm sure you're very busy, so you probably don't get to Maine very often. But when you do, is there a number one thing on the list that you have to do, whether it's eat lobster or go to the beach?
Yeah, get outside, get with the people, because there's something about Maine that in towns that time doesn't matter, they seem to be behind. But in Maine, somehow has pulled off that time doesn't matter, and they are as current as they can be. And it's so sweet. It must only happen in one place on the planet. So that's what I love. Just getting out with people, talking, and just getting to see maybe some of the most gorgeous country on the face of the earth, not just the nation, on the face of this whole earth. I love that place.
Hey, congratulations on your Kennedy Center honor. That's huge. You are also a CMA 7-time Entertainer of the Year. I mean, you are a huge deal. And yet I heard you say once that you still get a little bit scared before each show. Why is that?
I was scared to death to open the tour last week because you just don't want to disappoint anybody because, again, I'm a fan. I know how much I wait to go see these concerts. And it's crazy. My wife, one of the greatest singers on the planet, just says, look, just go out there and sing. They're going to take care of you. But every time you have to learn that lesson. But I will tell you this, it is the greatest lesson to learn that every time you go out there is one more time you get to do the coolest thing on the planet.
And in the bad times, I hear myself.
Speaking of your wife, I have one of her cookbooks behind me, but did you guys pick up any new hobbies during the pandemic?
No, but she did a complete new cookbook, which is my favorite. Now she's got like 3, I think. 4th one's coming. I'm telling you right now, hands down, this is my favorite cookbook because I was there every moment she made everything in the pandemic. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of personal, I guess, for me, but you are going to love it.